So we're out in Ottawa, Kansas today, and we are starting a rehab. We're in the midst of a rehab that we've recently started, and we wanted to spend some time today to talk to you guys about ways that we work with houses at KC Property Guys. We get calls from all over the city and all different types of situations, and a lot of questions. One of the main questions I get is, how does this work? And with at least with us, with KC Property Guys, there tends to be multiple options. And the reasons there's multiple options is because we run 4 crews full-time. We have 4 full-time realtors, and we also have KC Peer, our foundation company. And so that provides kind of a one-stop real estate shop that gives homeowners the potential for multiple options. A lot of people call us for the cash buy, and so we can look at it from a cash perspective. This one in Ottawa happened to be a cash buy. But there's also tends to be options that involve partnership opportunities. We call those assist-to-sells, or listing opportunities when we work with KCPG Realty Group, our realtors. Some of the houses we get called on have a lot of deferred maintenance. We rarely get them all fixed up. This one had a lot of clean out and a lot of deferred maintenance, and we're gonna give you a tour of this one here. But people call us for houses that may need a lot of work or may not need a lot of work, but they're just simply looking for options. They may want to go traditional real estate, they may not want to go traditional real estate, or they may want to know what's out there. And that's what we ultimately provide. So we're going to go inside and take a look at this house. But if you want to get in contact with us and explore some options, you can always go to kcpropertyguys.com. There's a quick little web form that you can fill out, or the phone number's on there as well. And you can come in contact with us. We'll be in contact with you. We'll set up a tour of your house. We'll lay out the options, and you guys can kind of decide the options that worked in your best interest. So anyway, let's go inside and take a look. At KC Property Guys, we're rehabbers at the end of the day. We don't hold and rent a lot of houses. We're not wholesalers in a sense where we're selling these to other rehabbers. When you're dealing with KC Property Guys, you're dealing with the actual buyer and the actual rehabber, the one who's controlled and controlling the rehab and ultimately getting this house ready for the next generational family is the way that we like to think of it. And so we tend to kind of over finish or completely finish a house. We'll try to keep some strategic things. In this particular house, we actually kept the original oak cabinetry from 1996, but we're actually giving it a facelift with the paint, and we'll do that if we can. We've taken away the popcorn ceilings. We go knockdowns if we can, just to bring it more up to date. Obviously, we go through with the things that you would think of, the paint and the flooring and the trim, all of that gets updated. We also change things down to the outlets and the outlet covers, just to make sure from the sheetrock forward that next family coming into this house really has a real strong, new again house that's ready for multiple generations of family living. New appliances are included. Granite comes in. You can see that we have the tops off here. Granite comes to our bathrooms as well. New toilets, new vanities. We'll try to save them if they're in really good shape, but a lot of times we're changing those things over. So when you're working with KC Property Guys and you're kind of wondering if you do kind of care about the end point and the end game for your house, we're making it new again, and that's ultimately what we do as rehabbers with our 4 crews, and like I said, our 4 realtors. So this will hopefully kind of give you an idea of the things that we do when working with us and what you can see for your house if you ultimately decide to work with us in the future. So we're in the basement of that house that we're going to be reviewing with the KC Property Guys crews as we get down here, but this particular basement is real typical of a basement that we get. We actually pay attention to basements really closely when we go into houses, because it's many times it's where you spend a lot of the money. It's where you find the mechanicals. It's Kansas, and so we have foundation issues, so we have to look at it from a foundation or a structural perspective, and this one really is no exception. The beauty of working with KC Property Guys is you also get KC Peer, foundation experts. As our company, we're able to save homeowners. Whether you work with us in a listing or a creative real estate solution or even a cash buy, we can save those costs because inherently we know we're going to be using our in-house company, KC Peer, to do that work. This one is no exception. It's got cracks in a wall that's leaning. It's got a couple sump pumps that are functioning constantly, and so we have some water remediation that we have to do in this house. And with water comes mold. Now, with Property Guys at KC Pier, we are Class A general contractors in Johnson County, licensed and insured. But when it comes to mold, we actually have a partner of experienced remediation experts that come in and remediate mold for us. And so this particular house is going to be a good project where it involves KC Pier, it involves some of our strategic partnerships, and together it's going to really make a great generational home for that next family.